I was curious about your perspective of the quarterback situation, because obviously that didn't go to plan. You couldn't plan on the McCarthy injury again, but there was a point there where you guys had Darnold, you had picked up Jones, obviously JJ was on the injured list, and then you got rid of those two guys who have gone on to Seattle and Indianapolis respectively and done very well. And Kevin O'Connell, I've said this before on the show, he's the guy that I would go to play for. No offense to Dan Campbell. I love Dan Campbell. But if I was a quarterback, because I think he does the most with quarterbacks. But Wentz didn't seem like a good fit to me. And I'm curious what your guys' perspective was on it, because I felt like they were trying to get rid of anybody that could seem like competition for JJ McCarthy. It seemed like they were trying to make sure that there wasn't really a controversy there, that there was a clear backup to JJ McCarthy who was going to be the incumbent starter once he got off his injury. Is that the feeling you guys got, or is it just, hey, we couldn't pay Darnold and Jones was going to go elsewhere, and so this is what we ended up with?
I think as far as the team is concerned, I don't think Sam Darnold really, as being a top pick, kind of like Daniel Jones was, kind of like JJ McCarthy was. You know, they know the situation when they're coming in. So I feel like Darnold knew his time was going to be limited in Minnesota, so he capitalized and turned that into his next opportunity. I think Daniel Jones kind of felt the same way, where he smelled some blood in the water in Indianapolis, and he took a little bit less on the deal to go play against, try and beat out Anthony Richardson for the starting job in the Colts, and lo and behold, he did. As far as McCarthy goes, they brought in Howell, who, you know, he was a backup QB, and they got rid of him before the season started and brought in Carson Wentz, who was supposed to be just that veteran stopgap, you know, the old guy in the room, and he played a lot more games than anybody wanted to see. But as far as competition for JJ McCarthy, I think in the grand scheme of things, you bring in a top 10 quarterback. Are other teams bringing in competition to beat out their top 10 starting or their top 10 pick quarterbacks?